Let's go around the world, just you and me, we can see it all. Let's go and live out.
Well, hello. We're still here at Skidaway Island State Park in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, as you can tell behind us, I mean, the trees don't exactly look like this in the mountains. Yeah. But anyway.
Been an adventurous,
yeah, it's been adventurous.
It's something. It's been something.
Yeah. So, we came down to Skidaway the first time because of the ice storm, which I'm glad we did because it ended up being pretty yucky. Yeah. The wind and stuff was real bad too, but and then we were going to plan on staying a couple days after the storm just to make sure that the roads and stuff were okay. And then came the predictions and the more and more closer it got about a snowstorm coming to hit North Carolina and northwest Georgia, in the mountains of Georgia where we were staying.
Yeah, when you're in when you live the RV life, you really have to pay attention to your 10-day forecast. So so we saw it was going to get a little sketchy, which again proved correctly. So.
Yeah, I mean, the closer it got, the more we were like, I'm not going back up there just to be in this. And it wasn't the snow, because we were like, snow, whatever. It was the Arctic front that came through that day, that night, and the next day. And so, we were in Arctic weather, negative numbers. I think it was back in the second week of December. And we were like, we don't really want to do that again. Not that we were that cold, but just risking it, because even though, like we've said many times before, even though we're a 4-season underbelly, closed in, yada yada, that doesn't mean you're not going to have issues or anything else. Yeah. You could still have frozen pipes, or you could still, there's a lot of things that could happen.
Yeah, and then again, it's one thing to be in it, and there's another thing to drive to put yourself in that situation. I mean, if you're already there, and you have those temperatures, you can adapt and then and brace yourselves and be prepared. But
right, and they wouldn't have let us. I mean, if it was the same scenario, they would have put us in a cabin. It would have been the same thing as it was the weekend before. But we were already here, in Savannah and Skidaway, and so we were safe and sound, and we were like, let's ride it out here, and which I'm glad we did, because it was cold enough here. I mean, honestly, we wrapped up the RV again on the bottom, filled up our water tank and all that, because it was very cold. I mean, it was in the single digits with the wind chills. So we had flurries in Savannah and North Carolina. I mean, to tell you what, I don't know what's going on with our home state the past couple of years, but man, it got pummeled. Like, I mean, it said it was history of never happening before that all 100 counties of North Carolina had snow. That's insane. Yeah. It snowed like mountain snow at the coast. Like, I don't know if you guys have been with us that long, but at one point we worked down at Oak Island, North Carolina, on the coast, which is the very, very, very southern tip of the Outer Banks. And it's kind of blowing our mind that it could do that there, because, I mean, you just don't think of it snowing there. I mean, it gets cold, but it doesn't get that cold.
Yeah, I think they got like 9 or 10 inches of snow
there.
Yeah,
it was something crazy. I mean, the Outer Banks, some of the Midland areas between Raleigh and the coast got more snow than Great Smokies. I mean, it's just insane what that system did. So needless to say, we've been here, we're holding up for a couple days after it has ended, so that we can make sure that Vogel is passable, like to get there, and also just to get into Vogel is a pretty narrow, winding downhill. And also checking on our site, because we're not sure what the conditions are at our site. So it's just a hit or miss, I mean, at this point we've moved 3 times I think, in our campsites.
It's third visit.
Yeah,
third
and had
location.
to keep renewing and all this and that. We just didn't attend on it, but we're very fortunate, very lucky and blessed that we're in a great place.
Which we
you know.
noticed. Which we noticed just by being here. So we noticed yesterday that there were several people that were in the same boat that we were like thought
Yeah.
they'd left, and although they just moved down the.
But yeah,
down-
they
down to
moved
the
to different
location as
spots
well,
too,
so,
because we were told when we made the reservations that there's several people in your predicament, and so we feel like there's a lot of people that tried to escape the weather by coming down here, because it's not as bad. But some of the questions we thought we should answer that I feel like, because it's just kind of crazy. It's been insane since we started this full-time thing. We knew it wouldn't be easy, but we probably shouldn't have started in winter time. But anyhow, why have we not gone back down to Florida instead of staying where we're at? That question is, it's a good question, but honestly, Florida's been frozen over too. It's not been any better, and we thought, we didn't want to go any farther than we already were. We're already 6 hours away from Vogel, and to go to Florida would have been, about 8 to 10, depending on where we went. And we just didn't want to do that. We knew that if we came this way, that we would be far enough to where it'd still be cold, but we wouldn't have the, severe Arctic, like it was back in Georgia, North Georgia. We're still in Georgia, in northern Georgia. So that's why we didn't go back to Florida. Would I have loved to have gone to Florida? Not really. This time of year is so overwhelmed down there with people. It's just insane. If you've never experienced Florida in the winter, you should. It's beautiful, but in the same sense, you just be prepared. I mean, it's crazy, and I'm sure that people try to escape to Florida thinking it'd be better, but they've had some cold weather. Our daughter has been very cold, but she's used to it, being a mountain girl. But those people down there are not used to it. They close schools because of cold. I mean, they're just not built for it. But that's basically why we didn't go to Florida, and we just came here. And we love it here. We'd love to volunteer here at some point, because we just absolutely love it here. It's just so beautiful and just relaxing and homey. But anyway, so that's why we did that. We are going back to Vogel here in the next day, and hopefully things can get a little better there with the weather. This has been a very rough winter. It's one of the roughest we've seen in many years. And of course it would be that way because it's our first winter.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know, man. Sometimes you wonder, you're like, okay, is this telling me something? But I mean, all in all, I mean, we love the freedom of it. It's definitely a life that's made for us, or we're made for it, I guess you could say. But it's just come with a lot of upheaval, a lot of adjustment. I just don't know how people would do this if they didn't have experience. Like,
It is a lot of adjustments, but I mean, you have the same type of adjustments in what you would consider what people say the mainstream society.
I mean, I'd take this all day long over the outside society ways. I mean, honestly, I couldn't handle that living anymore. It was not for me. It was not for him. I would take this all day long. But with that, it does come strifes and trials and all that, like everything else in life. But yeah, basically, I mean, for updates, I mean, as far as that goes, that's it. As far as, where we're at now. But, we're just riding out the storms, I guess you could say, literally.
Yeah.
But, but we're heading back to Vogel, heading back to the mountains where we belong. Hopefully things will work out with that, I mean, as far as like that we don't have any more weather like that, because, it's just kind of unsettling to have to pick up and move. But realistically, when it's weather like that, I mean, you just don't risk it when you live in an RV. If you can pick up and move, why wouldn't you? And we're fortunate enough that we have a small RV to do that, whenever we need to. So anyway, but I don't know what else.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Today is Groundhog's Day.
Oh gosh, I hadn't even looked to see what he's.
Hopefully that darn Punsaconee Phil.
He better say spring, dude. No, if he doesn't, we're thinking, okay. Because if he says it's 6 more weeks of winter, we're like, he's hardly ever right. So maybe that's better for him to say it's six
I
more
know.
weeks of winter.
I
But
know.
then this year, he would be right.
I know,
So,
right? Yeah,
you know, whatever.
I think the success rate is somewhere between 30 and 40%.
yeah.
Or what I've read. So.
Yeah, it's insane. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I don't know if you guys have any questions or anything. I mean, I know it's just such an eventful life, you know, but I mean, just ask away if you like. But our plan is to get back, and hopefully the weather will break some. We're wanting milder weather. It doesn't have to be excessively warm. I'd rather it not be. We want to backpack. We want to hike some. We want to get out there. So right now we're holding off to see what goes. But I know right now we're 2 weeks away from what our start date was in 2024. And that's really hard to think I'm not going to be doing something. So we'll see.
Yep.
Time will tell. Who knows? But anyway, if you guys have any questions or anything, or just let us know in the comments and we'll respond back as soon as we can. Thank you guys.
See
Have
ya.
a good one. Stay
Bye.
safe and warm. Subscribe, like, share. Thanks. Calm before the storm. It's so nice today that we were like, hey, let's cook out before it turns blizzardy cold. So we're doing that. We're doing that thing. But got the wrap back on. It's supposed to be in the single digits tomorrow. But here's our little campsite. It's really cute. I'll show you the RV. But yeah. There she is. But it's so nice today. It's hard to believe that there's going to be a single digits with 35 mile an hour winds tomorrow. And snow in Savannah. Not that much snow. Not like it in North Carolina, or Blairsville. Anyway, just thought we'd show you what we're doing.